Hi students, I am Priyanka Jain. I am a verified educator at the Unacademy Plus platform. And here is a very big news for all of you. Soon we are starting a batch course for the inorganic chemistry. I have launched firstly a course on the unit 1st, unit 2nd and unit 3rd that you have seen. Okay, now we are starting a new batch course for the chemistry of p block elements. Here we will cover all the important topics of the p block elements like boranes, clozo, nido, arachnoboranes, Wade's rule, how to identify between boranes, what is Stick's rule, carbaboranes, and then we will see silicates, silicones, phosphorus oxyacids of sulfurs, halogen compounds, genone compounds, and much more. Okay, all the questions of the CSIR net we will cover. So we are starting the course from 10th of November. Okay, so see that course at the 12:30 p.m. right? And at the Unacademy Plus platform there is a special feature. You can see the special classes, free classes. Okay, there are free classes in which there is a opportunity to raise a hand. You can solve your doubts in quick minutes. Okay, so you can solve your queries. So please subscribe the Unacademy Plus platform. My code is Priyanka Jain 10, PRIYANKAJAIN 10. Okay, by clicking on my code you will get a 10% off on the Unacademy Plus subscription. Thank you. Hi everyone, welcome in the chemistry classes. I am Priyanka Jain and you are watching the solutions of TIFR 2021. Here we have seen the questions from the coordination chemistry. Okay, I have taken two questions from the coordination chemistry. Questions are quite easy, you can do yourself. Okay, so firstly do here these questions yourselves and then try here. So see here, what is the question? An isomer of complex CO in whole twice H2O Cl2Br on reaction with concentrated H2SO4. It means we have given that the H2SO4 is a dehydrating agent. Okay, it suffers loss in weight and on reaction with AgNO3 solution gives a white precipitate which is soluble in NH3. Now we have to find out the correct formula of the complex. Okay, so see here, we have to identify the correct formula. We have given what is the complex. Complex is CO in whole twice H2O Cl2 Br. Okay, just you have given all the ligands, just you have to find out which are present in the inner coordination sphere and which are present in the outside sphere, outer sphere. See here, one thing you should remember, that all the ligands that are present in the outer spheres can be ionized. Okay, that can be removed, but the ligands that are present in the inner sphere cannot be easily removed. Okay, so we are treating it with the H2SO4 and we know that the H2SO4 is a dehydrating agent and this is also given here in the question. So H2SO4 is a dehydrating agent, it means it will remove the H2O. Okay, so what we are getting? We are getting CO in whole twice Cl2Br. We are getting this. So H2O can be removed when it is present in the outer sphere. So one thing is clear, that the H2O is present in the outer sphere. Okay, it is present in the outer sphere. Now we have to find out one more thing, that we have given that the AgNO3, it can react with AgNO3. This compound can also react with AgNO3 and when it is reacting, it is forming white precipitate. And we know that the white precipitate is formed of the AgCl. AgCl gives the white precipitate, right? So here one of the chlorine is present in the outer sphere. So we will write here that the chlorine is also present in the outer sphere. Okay, outer sphere means in the ionization sphere, which can be removed. So we can write now that the compound will be CO in whole twice. Okay, write down one Cl here, Br here. Okay, and then write down this Cl and this H2O outside the sphere. Okay, this is the inner sphere and this is the outer sphere. So this will be the structure. Now you can match here, that see here, in this ene is given in the outside sphere, here bromine and chlorine is given, here Cl2 is given, but here Cl and H2O is given. So this one is the right answer. Okay, option D is the right answer. Now see the next question. Now see this question, we have given which amongst the following metal carbonyls has the paramagnetic property. We have given 4 compounds, NiCO4, FeCO4, VCO6 and CrCO6. Okay, so we will have to count firstly here the number of electrons in the valence shell. So see here, number A, NiCO4. In this case, if you see nickel is present in the zero oxidation state. Okay, it is in the zero oxidation state. So it will have 10 electrons. Okay, D10. Sorry, it is D8, but here 2 electrons are present in the S2. So this is the 10 electron species. So 10 electrons here plus 4 into 2. 4 into 2 of the carbonyl ligands. So total we are getting 18 electrons here. 18 electrons species are quite stable species and these are diamagnetic species. So this one is the diamagnetic species. Okay, now see the next one, FeCO whole 4. Okay, so in this case iron is in zero oxidation state. Okay, so total number of electrons here will be 8. Okay, so 8 electrons are present here plus 4 into 2 yani ki 8. So here 8 plus 8 will be 16 electrons. Okay, so 16 electron species. See here 18, 16 all are even species. So this will also be diamagnetic species. Okay, this is the diamagnetic species. Now see the third one, VCO whole 6. In this case, you know vanadium will have the 5 electrons plus 12 electrons from here. So it is a 17 electron species and this is the odd species. So it will be paramagnetic, right? So the right answer is VCO6. Okay, you can also see the chromium case. If you are seeing the chromium, in this case the number of electrons will be 6 plus 12 from the carbonyl ligands. So total 18 electrons. So it is again the diamagnetic species. So the correct answer is VCO whole 6. This is the paramagnetic species. Okay. So in this way you have to do the questions. Meet you in the next video. Thank you.